In this week's portion, Beshalach, the Torah tells us, records the magnificent song that we sang at the time of the splitting of the sea. In it we declared, Zekeli v'anveyu, this is my God, and I will glorify him. Elokei ovi v'aromemenu, the God of my father, and I will exalt him. Rabbi Chaim ben Attar asks a question. He looks at this statement in this piece of the song. This is my God. And then we said, the God of my fathers. It should be the reverse, because, especially in Judaism, that we are part of it. We realize and understand we're part of a chain. The chain of my father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather. So I'm part of a chain. I realize I'm part of a chain. And then I connect to God on my own. There's a powerful message here, says Rabbi Chaim ben Attar, that a person, each and every one of us, needs to develop our own personal relationship with God. As if, yes, we take the tradition and we realize we're part of the chain. We take the tradition and we grow, but our connection to God should be so strong as if we didn't even hear anything from our fathers, as if we didn't hear anything from our grandfathers. We should be able to look at the world and look at our own experiences and connect to God on our own. That's how powerful our connection should be. And he proves it from the Shemona Esrei, from the daily service. What does it say? And this was written, put together by the men of the great assembly. Look at the Shemona Esrei. How does it start? Elokeinu, our God, ve'elokei avoseinu, the God of our fathers. First, it starts off with my relationship to God. Each and every one of us needs to connect to God on our own. And this is very powerful. This is a challenge, but it's magnificent because it really, really puts us into a position where we need to always question our relationship with Hashem and improve on our relationship with Hashem and find Hashem in the beautiful, beautiful world around us and find Hashem in everything wonderful that he does for us in our lives. If you go on in the Shemona Esrei, in the daily prayer, it says, our God, the God of our fathers. And then it says, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. So there's a beautiful siddur, a prayer book, Otzer Tfilos, which has beautiful commentaries on the prayers. And there it asks the question. Well, if it says if we're saying the God of our fathers, we know it's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So why does it say the God of our forefathers, then the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob? And he explains that, yes, Isaac inherited his part of his chain. He learned from his father, yes. But Isaac's connection to God was so powerful that even if he had not had the father Abraham, he would have been able to connect through his own experiences on his own. And the same thing with Jacob. And the same thing, the message here in this song that we sing. This is my God, and I will glorify him. The God of my fathers, I will exalt him. It's a message to each of us to connect, to use all of our life's experiences, our minds, says the Orach Chaim, our minds and our hearts, to connect, to make our personal, powerful connection to Hashem. If we do that, then we can be assured then that personal connection that we create within ourselves will be transmitted down through the chain and down through the ages. Have a magnificent Shabbos.